Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Cheers. You are now watching Create a Steady Hustle with LikquidCash.
$2 in the dream. That's what I took with me when I came to this country, man. You know what I mean? $2 in the dream. So we're gonna talk about money and music. You feel me? Two things I love the most: money and music. Ain't nothing more than that. You dig? I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on YouTube. So for all my TikTok viewers, if you would like to watch me in HD live and live in color, all you gotta do is click the link in my story on TikTok and you'll be able to join the YouTube live. We're gonna talk about money and music. It's Music Mondays. On Mondays, my content is geared towards music. That's it. If y'all wanna call in and we wanna discuss who's your favorite artist, who's your top 5 hip hop artists, who's your top 5 R&B artists, you know, what type of music that you listen to put you in a good mood, what type of music you listen to get your groove on, you dig, you know what I mean? The type of music that we used to listen to when we went through a breakup, you know what I mean? That was my thing back in the days when I went through a breakup. R. Kelly was that was my joint. I would always play when a woman's fed up. That was my song, feel me? So that's one of those records that I always remember dearly, keep dear to my heart. When a woman's fed up, for sure, because a lot of times I've been through a lot of breakups, and of course I was a player from the Himalaya, you know what I mean? Yeah, so you know I dealt with a lot of that. So yeah, we're gonna talk about music and money. And of course money, you know, the reason I like to talk about money is because this show is called Create a Steady Hustle. In order for you to get some money, you have to create a steady hustle, right? So we're gonna talk about different things we can do to get money, you know, and different things. You know, it could be towards, you know, something that you love doing. It could be, you know, you might be a musician and you don't know how to make money selling music, or you don't know how to really turn your product into dividends, into fiat, into currency, you dig? So I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice on that as well, because I got products of my own. I currently sell my own music. I currently sell my own product. So I can give you some advice on that as well. So we always like to touch on different topics on this platform, you dig? Like I said, to get music and money is a day's conversation, but we're gonna sprinkle, you know, different advices out there that might be about relationships, that might be about, you know, what's going on in the world today with, you know, the wars and different things of that nature. We're gonna sprinkle a few of those things throughout the particular podcast, but you know, for the most part, like I said again, music and money, you know what I mean? How y'all doing out there though? What's poppin', man? What's going on? Y'all talk to me, man. How y'all been out there, man? Let me know what's going on in the comment section. Let me know how y'all week started, how your year going so far. And I know y'all is up to speed with what I got going on, but just in case you're not up to speed, I dropped a new music video and it's called Believe in Me. Hold on one second. Let me let this person know I'm live right now. They want to hit me up at the wrong time, man. Come on, man. You feel me? 1 second. Don't call my phone right now because I'm live. You know what I'm saying? I'll catch you later. Yeah. Just in case you didn't know, I dropped a new record called Believe in Me. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just by yours truly. Nobody's featured on the record. You dig? It was one of those Valentine's type vibe, type of record where I'm talking about women and all the different things that we go through in relationships. I want you to believe in me. You feel me? I want you to really take my word. Don't listen to what's going on outside. The whole concept of that music video was, you know, female was, you know, basically talking negatively about me with her friend or with the woman that I was dating. And she was showing her a picture of me hanging out with some other women. And she approached me. You know, of course, she came to me with her jealousy and her negative energy, and she's trying to project all that negative energy onto me. And I just had to curve it real quick and let her know, man, don't believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. You dig? You already know these hating ass motherfuckers just trying to hate on me, man. You dig? So when we really dig down the rabbit hole, the friend was just trying to really get with me. The friend was just trying to backdoor her, because the friend ended up coming to my hotel while me and my joint was, having a good time, a staycay. And the friend ended up coming to my hotel, and she tried to seduce me, and I almost fall victim to it because I'm a man, of course. She came to the hotel with a nice, trench coat on. Underneath, she had a red lingerie. She was looking fine too. I ain't even gonna front. You dig? You know what I mean? So yeah, I almost fell for it, but I had to, refrain and had to let her know, hey man, I'm in a relationship. You got to get up out of here. You dig? You know what I mean? But that's just for the music video, man. We just trying to keep it spicy, keep it cool, keep it cordial, keep it entertaining, you dig? And so when me and my girl really got in an argument and she showed me the picture that she was concerned about, right? I realized that it was a picture of me and some other women in a music video. So she was really mad and upset for nothing, because it was all based on this music video that I did. And she really didn't have nothing to worry about, you know what I mean? Because like I said again, your friend is hating and she don't know what's really going on. She's just seeing what she sees online, because that's what really happens. A picture says 1,000 words. I took a picture with some females that was in a music video of mine. She showed it to my girl, and obviously my girl got upset because she thought it was more than what it was. And then she realized, oh shit, she put her foot in her mouth because it was just a music video. You ain't even had to trip, you dig? So yeah, that's what that was all about. Now I mean, the video's called Believe in Me. Is on YouTube right now, on my LikquidCash YouTube channel and my Create a Steady Hustle YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, check it out right now.
Another day, another argument. Ain't in the mood for the beefing and the screaming and the hollering. Stop listening to them bitches you be following, cause if I let them, best believe my dick they be swallowing. Why I'm the topic of every conversation. Them hoes trying to trick you out of your position. Baby, they slick hating. They see the trips in that Cartier on your wrist. They see that BBL, that fresh new body kit. Dolce and Gabbana on your feet just to match the bag. Yeah, we moving fast like a New York taxi cab. Switching stakes, popping tags. We ain't really got the brag. Of course they mad, cause they want everything that you have. None of what you hear and half of what you see. Them hating assholes telling lies on me. What they doing ain't surprising. Now they got you home crying. Told you long time ago you need to stop. Host your lies. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Them hating assholes telling lies on me. What they doing ain't surprising. Now they got you home crying. Told you long time ago you need to stop. Host your lies. You know I love you like cooked food. Got you in PR eating my fungo with an ocean view. If you don't tell them, they don't got a clue. We in the air, parasailing, it's all smiles, but it's me and you. Jet skis and ATVs, we do whatever we please. That Casamigo got you down on your knees. Got your mouth full, can't talk shit now. Oh, hold on, turn around. I beat it like I just left Pound Town. Her booty hole light brown, the money is light blue. Spit in your mouth and bite you, cause that's what excites you. Body sore like I fight you, my dick even likes you. I ain't perfect, you ain't perfect, let's stop being spiteful. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Them hating assholes telling lies on me. What they doing ain't surprising. Now they got you home crying. Told you long time ago you need to stop. Host your lies. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Them hating assholes telling lies on me. What they doing ain't surprising. Now they got you home crying. Told you long time ago you need to stop. Host your lies.
Yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed that right there, man. That's the new music video called Believe in Me by yours truly. You dig? Y'all need to go check that out. Run the numbers up. Definitely go stream that. We need all the streams we can get. You feel me? All the streams we can get. So y'all stream that right now on Apple Music and all the music platforms, that you go to enjoy music. Definitely go stream that Believe in Me by yours truly. Y'all already know, man. Y'all know how I do, man. Top quality, man. You dig? That's just how I move, man. Y'all know how I get down, man. Anytime I do something, it's gonna be top, top quality, man. Got my book in the back there for sure. Y'all can see the book. Yeah, I got my book in the back there. Y'all see that real quick? That's tips on relationship. But we ain't getting into that right now. Let's get back to the music video. Like I said again, top quality. Of course, I shot that with dark frame production. And shout out to Fine Pine for definitely, making that possible, because she was the starring lady in the music video. And of course, we had her friend. I think her name is Ariel. She was the girl in the red lingerie. For sure. So we had a wonderful time shooting that video, man. We had fun. It was a dope vibe. It was all gravy. You know what I mean? We had a great time. And I enjoyed every aspect of that. Shout out to Limitless for that $2.79, I think. Well, shout out to you for that. You dig? That super chat. I appreciate that. If you got a question, you definitely could ask. And I'm definitely going to open up the phone lines for y'all to tap in, and we can, have conversations about whatever y'all want to talk about. But this is Music Monday, so, let's keep it all the way on the topic, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's keep it on the topic, man. That's what I want to do. Keep it all on topic, you feel me? But like I was saying, man, the music video is called Believe in Me. The song is called Believe in Me. The video is called Believe in Me, of course, as well too. And shout out to Fine Pine for helping me put that together. And of course, it was directed by yours truly. I come up with most of all of my video treatments. You dig? I'm really hands-on. Anything I do it, to the best of my ability. I like to be hands-on. That's a problem of mine, because sometimes you got to delegate some of the things that you want done. Because if you're hands-on with everything, it's hard to get everything done at a timely fashion, because you could only be so many places at one time. You only could do so many things at one time. But for me, I wanna come up with the actual idea. I want to come up with the treatment. I want to come up with the song. Of course, I'm paying for everything, so I feel like I got to be hands-on in order to get a solid project, or get more for my buck. You dig? So I like to always be involved in every intricate details. You dig? So like I said again, I want to produce the content. I want to edit the content. I want to put out the content. And of course, we want to profit off of the content as well, right? So yeah, that's my motto. That's what I do. I normally always are hands-on in anything you see me do, and I take pride in everything I do. That's why you see quality over quantity most of the time in anything that I do. The quality is going to be top tier. I don't play around. I don't cut corners with quality. I used to back in the days. I ain't even gonna front. I ain't even gonna hold you. I used to cut corners a lot when it comes to, doing anything that you love to do. It's important that you do not cut corners. It's important that you really put all of your money, time, and effort in anything that you're trying to accomplish. A dream that you love doing, anything it is. You could be an artist, you could be a writer, you could be a musician. Whatever it is, you can be a hairstylist, you can be a barber. Whatever you're doing, put your best foot forward and put your all into it. Because I was one of those people that used to, say I love music and I love recording, and rap is one of my favorite hobbies or favorite thing to do. But I would spend more money on clothes and jewelry than I would spend on marketing my music, which is not a good thing. I'm gonna say that again in case you didn't catch it. I would spend more money on clothes, cars, and jewelry than I would spend on marketing my music. Here you have it. I'm in the studio recording, spending money to record, spending money to get a producer to produce the beat, spending money to shoot a music video, and putting it out there, but not spending money to market and promote it. You dig? And that's one of those problems that I was running into. It was a self-conflicted problem, because I could have easily solved it by putting more money into the thing that I actually love doing. I already produced it. I already put out the music video. I already put out the song, why not put money behind marketing and all that other stuff, you dig, that goes with the music? But I was in love with fashion. I was in love with jewelry. So that's what I would put my money in. You know what I mean? I would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on jewelry and cars, but I'll spend minimal amount of money on marketing my actual videos or anything that I was doing musically. And, you know, you have to peel back the layers and realize what you're doing wrong. You know, you gotta, you know, when you don't see the results you're looking for, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. And you have to look at the man in the mirror and say, okay, what am I doing wrong? And what do I need to do to fix it? And that's what I had to do. It took me years. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a very intelligent person, but it took me even years to really realize, hey, you gotta switch it up. I know you love clothes, cars, and jewelry, but that shit ain't have no ROI. There's no return on investment. So you're really just wasting your money. You're foolishly spending. And that was one of the things I would do. I would foolishly spend until I had to realize, okay, my passion is creating content. My passion is being an artist. My passion is being creative. So I have to start putting more money into the things I love doing, and which is my passion, right? So I had to spend more money on camera equipments, studio equipments, and things of that nature, because before that, I would record some of my content on a GoPro. You know, I put it in my Benz. Here I am in a motherfucking $100,000 car, and I got a $300 GoPro to record content. So of course the quality is not going to be up to par. Of course you're not going to get the best quality possible. I'm really shortchanging you when I'm doing that. Yeah, I got footage out there with me in a car and a Benz, got my driver driving me, and I'm talking and I'm saying things that is profound. I'm saying things that's meaningful, but the quality is not up to par. The sound is not up to par because I'm shortchanging myself by spending money on everything else, all the props, but not the actual equipment that I need to give you the best quality possible. See, these are all the mistakes I did on my journey. See, what you see right now is years in the making. Don't think this happened overnight. What people call an overnight success, it usually takes 15 to 20 years in the making. So it's never really an overnight success. You're just seeing the finished product now, but there's a story behind everything, all right? There's a story behind my glory. So yeah, I was doing all this unnecessary shit. You feel me? Spending all this unnecessary money on things that didn't even matter. Of course, the clothes matter because I want to look fly. I want to look presentable because I feel like the look is the hook. The presentation is very important, right? But you can't fall short on the quality. So I had to say, you know what? If this is what I really want to do, I'm going to have to spend 16, 15 or 20,000 on camera equipment. And that's just going to be just on the camera. That's it. That's not including the lights. That's not including the HDMI cords. That's not including the Rodecaster. That's not including the A10 Mini Pro. That's not including the sound quality. That's not including none of that. It's just going to be 20 bands on the camera alone. And these are the sacrifices that I had to make when it comes to creating content and putting the best quality content out there. Of course, I could have did this on my phone. You know, you got people like Wallow and a few other people out there that record content on their phone and they put it out there and they get a lot of views. And that's their style of producing content. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But my style of producing content is always top tier. That's how I like to do things, you dig? That's what I envisioned. It wasn't always top tier, but I envisioned it to be top tier. Even when I was shortchanging myself and I was just spending $300 on a GoPro and I was riding a $100,000 Benz and shooting content, it was still top tier in my mind. But I was still shortchanging myself because I knew I had the money to buy better equipment. You feel me? So yeah, when I shoot my content, I want it to be top tier. That's why it takes a little bit longer for me to produce content, And I think I've been doing fairly well as far as keeping up with the Joneses when it comes to putting out quality content. But yeah, I want it to be top tier, you dig? I don't want to just grab a phone and just talk in front of a phone and just, you know, give my opinion, and that's cool. But when I want my audience to look at me, I want them to see something that they inspire to be. You feel me? I want to inspire on all levels. So I want to inspire you audioly when you listen to me, you know what I mean, with the audio, with my words, with the power of speech. But I also want to inspire you visually. You feel me? So when you see me, you look at me and be like, wow, I like what he has on. I wouldn't mind buying that shirt. Or I like his jewelry. I wouldn't mind having that watch or that chain. So I like his hair. I wouldn't mind having my waves like that. So I want to inspire you on all aspects, you dig? Because I believe we experience the world through the 5 senses. So when I'm producing content, I want to tap into your 5 senses. I want to tap into, you know, your touch, your taste, your hearing, you know what I mean, your feeling, and such, right? So I want to tap into all of your 5 senses. And if I can't get all of them, at least I can get 3 of them. You feel me? What you look at, what you hear, right? And what you feel. So I want to tap into those 3 senses, and I want to make sure that I make an impression. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to say, okay, I'm gonna put more money and time into the quality of the content. And that's why you have quality videos, music videos. When I produce and put out songs, you're gonna hear quality, top tier music. And even if you don't like the music, you're gonna like the visual, because you're gonna know that I didn't shortchange myself on the visual. You're gonna see that I put time, money, and effort in the visual, you dig? So that's one of the things you gotta do when you're creating. Put pride into your work. Put pride into your work. That's what we're missing. We're missing that pride into our work, and it shows. When you don't put the pride into your work, trust me, it shows. You're not fooling nobody. You're not getting one over. You're not bamboozling nobody. They can see that you didn't put time and effort and put any pride into your work. When you go to approach a lady and you trying to spit your game, right? If you didn't brush your teeth that morning, it don't matter how much gum you chew or how much mint you put in your mouth. When you go to speak to that woman, she's gonna know you don't take pride in your hygiene because your grill is not up to par. She's gonna know. It doesn't matter if you stop at the gas station and you put a Listerine strip in your mouth. Trust me, as soon as you open your mouth and she see that you didn't take no pride into brushing your teeth, you didn't take pride into grooming yourself, she's gonna know off the rip that you're not a type. So we have to take pride into everything we do. When you wake up in the morning, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta brush your teeth. You gotta take a shower. You can't be walking through life all musty and smelly because you thinking you fly. You think you sprayed yourself for the best cologne ever. You thinking that you're gonna get away with that, so you're gonna smell like, you know what I mean, Creed cologne, but she's gonna know you musty. You're gonna be a musty nigga with expensive cologne on top of your filth. You dig? So you're not really hiding anything, man. You're not getting away with nothing. It's best for you to, you know what I mean, basically do your best in looking your best by taking care of your hygiene, right? Making sure that you up to par on all levels. You took a shower, you brush your teeth, you know what I mean, your braids is right, your dreads is right, your waves is right. You dig? You took time and effort into what you're doing, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. And people notice, they see it. You dig? She's looking at you and she's observing you. And while you're talking, she's looking at the fact that you got plaque on your bottom teeth. She's watching, she's observing you, and she's looking at the fact that your dreads look like it hasn't been twisted in months. So she's looking and watching, and when you ask for the number and you get rejected, you may think, damn, why are you tripping? Why you know what I mean? You don't know what you turning down, you bugging. But she's looking at you, she's observing you, and she's realizing that you really ain't up to par, even though you think you are. Even though if you might have the most expensive watch on, the most expensive chain on, the most expensive clothes on, you might have, you know what I mean, a 6-figure car in the parking lot. None of that matters because she's watching, observing, and she's looking at you, and she can tell you don't fit the bill. You dig? You don't really follow all the way through. You just look the part, but she can see through all that glitz and that glamour. So it's important that you make sure that you take care of everything all across the board. Dot your I's and cross your T's. That's what I do. What's poppin' TikTok? Y'all still here with me? Or y'all on my YouTube? $242, what up? Bahamas in the building. What's good? Leave a comment, leave a fire emoji if y'all feeling alive so far. Of course, I'm gonna leave y'all a number for y'all to hit me up on. You know what I mean? We're gonna definitely leave a number for y'all to hit me up on, all right? Well, we're gonna continue on, man. Let's have this conversation. You dig? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's very important that y'all understand that taking pride in what you do is very important. Somebody said, don't forget to wash the ass. Come on, you got to do that. Pause. I mean, I appreciate that. She said she check out the music the videos in the back of the car. So yeah, man. For sure. So anyway, like I was saying again, let's get back into it. Yeah, the music, the videos that I did back in the days in the car, they still top tier quality videos as far as, you know what I mean, to the viewer standpoint. But I have a certain level of expertise that I expect from myself. You dig? So yeah, to me, they wasn't really up to par on the level I wanted to be on. So that's how that was going back then. But we got to take pride into everything we do. So now, moving forward, know what I mean? Oh man, he got angles. Oh, most definitely we got angle, man. We got different angles on the podcast, man. Come on, man. You dig? Come on, man. Y'all know we're gonna have the left. We're gonna have the motherfucking right. We're gonna have every angle locked down, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the wide angle. You dig? We got the close up. You dig? We got a little bit of everything, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying again, y'all gonna make me lose my train of thought. But so now what I do, right? When I do have a song that I like and a music video that I feel is worthy of being promoted, I put marketing dollars behind it. You have to put marketing dollars behind it. You remember that movie when they said, build it and they will come? I forgot what movie that was. And the guy built a baseball field and he said, build it and they will come. That does not apply to entrepreneurship. That does not apply to you starting up a business or a website and thinking people are going to buy from you or come to your website just because it looks good or it looks fancy, and they can click the buttons and they can go through your website smoothly, and you love the way it looks, you love the aesthetic, you love everything about your website. But trust me, if you don't spend no marketing dollars behind your product or behind your website, nobody's coming to visit your website. Nobody's trying to see what you got to promote. Nobody's going to see what you're selling because you ain't spending enough money to create brand awareness. So it's very important that you spend dollars on brand awareness. You got to spend the marketing dollars on that, man. You dig? Because you want people to come to your website. You want people to see your product. You want people to buy what you're selling. So you have to spend money in order to make money. That's just what it is. You dig? Unless you're going hand in hand, guerrilla marketing, and you touching the pavement and you touching the people and you selling your product that way. Other than that, you're going to have to actually spend marketing dollars on promoting your website, promoting your product, promoting what you're doing, and that's how you're able to scale. You dig? That's how you're going to be able to scale, by spending that money. And then when you make some money, you buy your product, and then you reinvest that money back into more marketing. It's a non-stop cycle. It don't stop. You dig? Of course, you're going to take some money to keep operation flowing, but it's a non-stop cycle. You're going to always be promoting and marketing. You dig? You're always going to be promoting and marketing. They said, early to bed, early to rise. When you wake up, you advertise. Soon as you get up, you got to start advertising. Of course, you take a shower, brush your teeth, and do all that good stuff. Take care of your hygiene. But you wake up and you hit the road running. You start advertising. You dig? So that's what we're doing with the books. That's what we're going to do over here at Create a Steady Hustle with the music videos and everything I got in between. Like I said again, my new book right in the back of me, Tips on Relationships, The Naked Truth About a Beautiful Lie. I just recorded about 6 different videos that I'm going to have in rotation, being advertised, being promoted all over the social media platform. We're going to hit YouTube, we're going to hit TikTok, we're going to hit Instagram, and we're going to have these videos circulating all around the algorithm. And I'm going to spend money behind my product because I believe in my product. You have to believe in what you're doing. You have to believe in your product. Now, if you don't believe in your product, then of course you're not going to spend no marketing dollars behind what you're doing. You dig? Because you don't believe in your product. But if you believe in your product, you don't mind spending a couple dollars to advertise and promote what you're selling. And if you're not willing to spend no money, then shit, don't expect nobody to buy what you're selling, man. You dig? A lot of times when artists have a dream and something that they want to do and they trying to chase a goal, they want other people to spend the money, other people's money. You want other people to invest in what you're trying to do. And for the most part, if you have somebody to put up the money to invest in what you're trying to do, your creative abilities, they're going to take damn near 90% of the profit. They're going to own your intellectual property. That's why you see artists out there that are big brands, but they don't own their brand and their likeness. They don't own their name. They don't own their intellectual property. You dig? That's why when you see them leave the record label, they can't take the name with them. They can't take the brand with them because the record label invested in the brand. The record label owns the brand name. You feel me? So a lot of artists out there that don't know business and doesn't understand how business works, they're quick to get a record deal. They're quick to sign their life over, sign their intellectual property over. And before you know it, after they done put out their best music, their best records, their best creative abilities, and they all dried up and they have no more creativity, the record label drops them and they somewhere working at fucking Safeway, being a security guard, or they somewhere at Walmart, you know, working as a cash register assistant or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's because they didn't do the right thing with the money when they had it, and they didn't know business. They didn't understand how business worked. So that's why it's important for you to put up your own money if you want to invest in what you're trying to get done. You're going to see you're going to reap more of the benefits when you put up your own money. That's why I ain't never scared to put up my own money behind whatever I'm doing. It don't matter. I'm never scared to put my money up behind what I'm doing. Even if I go, I don't even want to say the word. You dig? I was going to say BROKE. I'm not even going to say the word because I like to keep that out of my vocabulary. I watch what I say because what you say can become your reality. You dig? Out of the mouth, you know what I mean? Into the ears of God, and then before you know it, you manifested your own demise. So you have to be careful what you say. So I don't even want to say the word, but a lot of people go broke because they don't know how to manage money and they don't know anything about business, and they want other people to invest in their craft and their creative abilities. And when they do that, you already know off the top, they're going to take all of your intellectual property, they're going to take all of the profit. All you're going to be left with is fame and no money. The most embarrassing thing you could ever have in America is fame and no money. You do not want to be famous and broke. That is the most I was watching the other day, I'm not even going to say who the artist was, and these are big artists. I'm talking about, these are the type of artists that we all grew up on, right? And they was doing an interview, and I was watching how they dressed, and they was on the Breakfast Club, and I was like, damn, these niggas is about 30 to damn near 40 years old, and they haven't even switched their swag. They haven't even stepped up their dress code. It's like, y'all dudes have been in the game for years, making millions of dollars, and y'all still looking like teenagers. Y'all still dressing like niggas who popped, who really don't got no money. Y'all dressing like dudes who really don't, who's just trying to come up. And I'm like, these are big major artists, and I don't know who style them. I don't know if the stylists put this shit on them, but they dress like niggas who just don't got it. Niggas who just trying to get it. You feel me? And for the level that they're at in their career, they should look a little bit more put together. They should look like, you know, they really having it their way, but they really not. And that's just the reality of the music business. That's just the reality of entertainment business. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of flash, but no cash. They have enough money to be able to sustain the notoriety, the credibility, but they don't have enough money to actually live the lifestyle they truly want to live. And that's why they got to keep on moving on this Chitlin circuit and be doing this song and dance and, you know, living their life that way. And that's cool, but I mean, for me, I'd rather have the money than the fame. I don't care if nobody in the world knows who I am. If I'm stacked up and I'm making money off my creativity, that's all I care about. I'm making money off of the things that I love doing. It don't matter if 1 million people don't know me. It don't matter if, 100,000 people don't know me. If I got 1,000 solid people that rock with me, that feel my campaign, that support my campaign, then that's all I need. I don't need 1 million people to rock with me in order for me to feel solidified, in order for me to feel like I've made it, in order for me to feel like I'm doing something. That's something that got to do with ego. My ego is not that big to the point where I need 1 million people to feel like I'm fulfilled. I'm fulfilled because I created the product and I love the product and I gave it to the people and they embrace it in the product. And even if they don't embrace it, I love it. I love it. So that's all that matters to me. When you being a creative and you put it out there in the world, man, you can't worry about how the people feel about it. Whether they like it or love it, man, long as you love it, you gave your best, you put your best foot forward and you did your best, that's really all that really matters. In my opinion, or that's just me. In my opinion, that's just how I feel about it. Now, my opinion don't matter to none of y'all. Y'all might not agree with me, but that's just how I rock and that's just how I do my thing, you dig? Once I put it out there, you read my book, you like it or love it, it don't even matter. I put it out there because I feel like it's valuable. I feel like I got some good game in there for you to utilize and apply in your life. And if you don't find no inspiration in what I'm putting out there, then that's you. That's something that you need to really check about yourself. Maybe you can't find the goal when you know what I mean? You can't find the goal when it's standing in front of your face. That's a problem with you, but I'm gonna give you top tier quality. I'm gonna always put some inspirational, motivational, educational stuff in my book, on my content, or anything that I produce. You dig? So yeah, that's how I feel about anything that I put out there, man. Once I give it to the world, man, enjoy that. You dig? I'm not tripping if you like it or love it, man. It's all good. I created something and I put it out there because I came to this country, like I said again, with $2 in a dream. You dig? I didn't have nothing in between, nothing to stop me. I had everything to try to prevent me from actually being successful. Of course, growing up with a mother that was on drugs. Of course, growing up with a father that was abusive and that was, didn't believe in helping me to cultivate my goals and my dreams. Growing up in an environment where niggas was hating at an all-time high. Growing up in an environment where, you dig, as soon as you get outside of your element or your house, you met with opposition. You met with people who trying to just take your life for no reason, just because they deal dealing with poverty on a certain level, or they dealing with all the anxiety and the stressful conditions that they dealing with in their household. So they rejecting or reflecting that energy onto you. You dig? So now y'all into a beef and a situation, and you dealing with all these type of elements that goes on in the environment that I grew up in, which is called the trenches now, but back then we call it the hood. I still think some of us still use the word hood, but for the most part, the YNs, they say it's the trenches now, you dig? So yeah, I dealt with all of that. I dealt with dealing with all of that, but I came, like I said, with $2 in the dream, locked in, focused on what I want to do. I was caught up in all the nonsense that young teenagers get caught up in, but I didn't let that stop me. I always thought outside of the box, always thought I could be bigger than and better than who I was at that particular time in my life. Even though I didn't have a pot to piss in or a winner to throw it out of, even though I didn't have $2 to rub together to catch a fire or start a fire, you dig? I still was, you know what I mean, ambitious, and I still had that fire inside me to make something happen. And like I said, the odds were stacked against me. Being an immigrant in this country with no ID, with no social security card, with no documentation to get a real good job, you dig? I was dealing with it. I was going through it. All of the emotional roller coaster. You can imagine someone that dealing with those type of things going through. I went through all of those emotional roller coasters that you can even imagine. I dealt with it all, and I was able to triumph over all of it because at the end of the day, I didn't feel like I had the I didn't feel like I had the opportunity to be a bum. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. I feel like people like me, we don't have the opportunity to just say, oh, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to be a bum. Life ain't working for me. Things ain't going my way. You know what? I'm just going to just let life, run its course, and it's over for me. I don't have the opportunity to do that, because everywhere I look and everywhere I turned around, people always saw potential in me. Even though I didn't see the potential in myself at that time, people always let me know I had potential. You dig? Everyone that would stop me that on my course of action, on my journey through life, they would stop me and always say, man, you got a lot of potential. Like I said again, I didn't even see it in myself. So I didn't have the opportunity to be a bum, because once they told me I have potential, even though I didn't see it in myself, it sparked something in my mind. It let me know that I could be in a better situation. Even though the odds were stacked against me, it looked like I can't really get out of the situation that I'm in. You dig? I still felt like, you know what? Just because this person stopped me and said, man, I see a lot of potential in you, that gave me the motivation to keep going. That gave me the motivation to keep persevering. And I had the willpower to keep going. You dig? Of course, I wasn't getting that every day, but I got it enough in my lifetime to be self-motivated, to have that willpower to keep going. And that's what you're going to need. You're going to need that willpower to keep going, you dig? And God is going to show you a few signs and give you a few, Hail Marys, and you're going to be like, okay, and it's going to make you feel good, and it's going to keep you going on the course of action, on the journey. And that's what happened to me. Like I said again, I ain't had a pot to piss in or a winner to throw it out of, but I had a pocket full of ambition. And that's all I needed. I couldn't take it to the bank and cash that motherfucker, but that's all I needed in order to make something out of nothing. Because, we as black people, that's one thing we masterful at. You dig? We master the art of making something out of nothing. We master the art of doing that. You dig? So even though you might not have nothing right now, you dig? That woman that you looking for ain't really paying you no mind. The job that you was all excited to get didn't give you the opportunity. You dig? You might have even got laid off. Even though it looked like all the cards are stacked against you, trust me, you got to play the hand that you're dealt. Play the hand that you're dealt at the best of your ability and keep moving forward, because you're going to go through all of the emotions. You're going to go through all of the ups and downs. That's the That's a part of the process, right? Failure is just a speed bump on the way to success. So when you're moving towards success, you better be aware that you're going to be met with opposition. You're going to be met with a lot of energy that's going to be trying to pull you away from where you're trying to go. But you have to remain positive and you have to stay focused on your course of action. That's the main thing. And if you keep the main thing, it ain't no way you're going to not succeed. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time. That's all it is. I was thinking to myself the other day, right? I was talking to myself because I do that very often. I talk to myself and I said, every time that I think I'm in control, and for the most part, we are in control of our life. But every time I think I'm in control, I try to will something into my existence at a timely fashion when I want it to happen, and it never does. And that's when I know that I'm not in control. That lets me know, that humbles me and put me back in the remembrance that God is in control. Because nothing is going to happen on your time. You can't will nothing to happen on your time, man. Everything is going to happen on God's timing. The moment you get so egotistical and think that, okay, this is going to happen today, or I want this to happen right now, or I want that to happen right now. Trust me, ain't nothing is happening on your time. Everything is happening on God's time. Anytime I get big-headed, anytime I think that I'm above it all, that puts me back in order. That puts me back in remembrance of who's really in control. And God is in control for sure. Because if things happen on my time, I would have been a multi-millionaire by 14. You dig? Yeah, that's when I would have been a millionaire. If things happen on my time, I would have been a millionaire by 14 years old. I would have been in a Benz by motherfucking 15. You dig? I would have had a house by the 16, paid off cash. If things happen on my time, man, I would have had 4, 5, 6 baby mothers, and I'm rich at this time, so I ain't even tripping on child support or whatever I have to pay to maintain the family structure. You dig? Because like I said again, at 14, I would be rich if I want things to happen on my time. Nothing happens on your time. Everything happens on God's time. You better understand that. Don't let that go over your head. Overstand that, you dig? Anytime you think you're in control, let that put you back in the remembrance, humble you a second, let you know what I mean? Let that sink in your mind that God is in control and everything is going to happen on his time, you dig? Like I said again, if I was in control of all this shit, man, I would have been a multi-millionaire by 14, you dig? Straight up, I would have been a billionaire by 21 if things was happening on my time. If I could will the world on my time. Anyway, man, let's chop it up. Let's see what's up. Christina, appreciate that $9.99. Appreciate that. Shout out to Solomon for that $4.99. Cheers. Salute. Y'all coming through with that cash, that super chat, man. I support everybody that support the content. And for the people that don't want to support the content, you already know, man. It's all love. I still rock with y'all, even though y'all ain't supporting the content. But for the real supporters, I appreciate y'all. Create a Steady Hustle is where y'all need to go to if y'all want to support the platform, or LikquidCash.com. I got my book, The Power of Thought, on there. I got my other book, Tips on Relationship, just recently dropped. We're going to go on a campaign and we're going to promote that. I got another book called Lessons and Legacy, The Pitfalls of Success, How to Avoid the Pitfalls of Success and Stay on Top. Man, I got so much work out there, you dig? Got another book called From the Corner Store to the Corner Office. That's popping. That's coming up soon. Excuse me. I got so much work out there, man. I got a lot of work out there, you dig? I got my natural hair oil called Liquid Gold Natural Hair Oil. If y'all want to know how I keep my waves on swim. Ooh, y'all know the waves is crazy. Y'all know how I do it. Look at the waves. If y'all want to know how I keep the waves on swim, if y'all want to know how I keep my hair looking so, you know what I mean, fly. I cut my hair myself too, by the way, in case y'all didn't know. Yeah, I cut my hair myself. Sometimes I go hit up my man Osiris, and he taping my sides and shit like that. For the most part, I cut my whole hair myself. So for the people that be in my comments like, oh, your hair look fire, or maybe your hair look jacked up. If it's fire, I did it myself. If it's jacked up, I did it myself. You dig? But one thing you can't say is I'm not really splashing. You can't say I ain't splashing because the waves is on. Come on, man. Y'all already know I'm Mr. Tsunami. And y'all want to know how I became Mr. Tsunami? Y'all pick up my liquid gold, natural hair oil. None of that chemical BS that's going to cause your hair to fall out. None of that bullshit that's going to give you goddamn tumors and cysts and brain cancers and all this other stuff that you get from taking all this different type of chemicals, putting it on your hair, and it seeps inside of your brain. And come on, man. All that shit is doing is making you dumber and dumber. You dig? So I use only natural product. My liquid gold natural hair oil is on LikquidCash.com. Y'all need to go check that out. If you need some inspiration, motivation, y'all already know y'all got to pick up the books. You dig? I'm not writing these books for no reason. If you're not a part of my book club, you tripping. Join the book club. There's a lot of videos on there that you need to watch and catch up on what I got going on. Join the book club, all right? It's dope, good content. Like I said, every Sunday, we're going to be trying to go, I'm going to try to go live with y'all every Sunday so we can discuss the book of the month, all right? Some of the details, some of the information inside of the book that, we can just share each other's opinions and each other's, meetings of the mind. That's what I call it. It's a meetings of the mind. You dig? People meet up to go to bars. People meet up to go to clubs. People meet up to do all kind of things, but they don't meet up to share intellectual property. So it's a meetings of the mind. So when you join the book club, that's what it's really all about. It's to meet up with people who are like-minded, reading the same book, and I might get a certain interpretation from the book. You might get a whole different perspective from the book, and we come together and we start to share our different perspective, and that expands our mind, and we start to think on a whole different level. There's questions that you may have, there's questions that I got the answers for, and I want to share that with y'all, all right? So join the book club. It's on my Patreon, but it's also on my Cash Academy, Create a Steady Hustle platform. So you can definitely join it on there. It's only $10 a month, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's really no money, you dig? You spend more money on your mocha chocolate at Subway, you dig? Or no, Starbucks. You know what I mean? Yeah, you spend more money on your coffee, you feel me? So yeah, join the book club, and the price is gonna go up eventually. So if you get in now at $10 a month, listen, man, you Gucci. People got in at $4.99. There's a few people that got in at 99 cents because the book club was 99 cents when I first started. You dig? I want y'all to really get this work. So I made it really, really inexpensive. So y'all have no excuse on why y'all can't get this work. So anyway, what's going on in TikTok, man? What up? What up, TikTok? We're going to leave the number in for y'all to tap in, all right? Money and music. It's Music Monday. So this particular content will be on my Patreon and Music Mondays section. So if you're not on my Patreon, you won't be able to see this video. After I'm done with this live, this particular video would be on my Music Mondays. Alright? Make sure y'all go check that out. And I'll be shooting these lives more often than I normally do. You can catch it every Monday. So I just pinned the number so y'all can call in, all right? The number is 631-808-5348, all right? Y'all tap in. 631-808-5348. 808-5348. Call in. Let's talk about it. Who's your top 5 rap artists or R&B artists? What are some of the things that the challenges that you have been facing when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to your business, trying to sell your creativity as well. These type of questions that you may, have in your, your arsenal, you dig? These are the type of questions that you want to ask, But I want to know who's your top 5. I want to know who's your top 5 R&B artists. I want to know who's your top 5 hip hop artists. I want to know what type of music you like. I want to know what are you good at? What's your God-given talent? You dig? So I want to know these type of things. You feel me? That's one of the questions I always ask a woman when I'm on a date with her. I try to always remember to ask them, what is your God-given talent? These are one of the things I want to know. I want to know what you good at. A lot of times women say, I don't have a talent, but everybody got a talent. You just got to figure out what that is. Yeah? You know what I mean? Everybody has a talent. So that's one of the questions I always ask women. What are your God-given talent? God didn't put you on this earth with no talents. Everybody got a talent. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Dig deep and figure it out. Find out what you're good at and apply your talents, you dig? Like I said again, you're watching Create a Steady Hustle. Over here, we motivate, we inspire, and we educate. We're going to give you a little bit of everything. It's Music Mondays. You see what I got on. I stay fly. I'm looking like a motherfucking, rapper. A lot of people ask me why some of my music doesn't reflect some of the topics that I talk about on my podcast. Y'all got to understand this, right? When it comes to the music, let me say that to the camera. When it comes to the music, it's a different expression. When I'm talking on the mic and I'm recording my podcast, you're getting one side of me. There's so many different layers to my character. There's a duality in my personality. 1 second. Give me a second. TikTok tripping. Hold on. You know how TikTok, anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. But like I was saying again, when it comes to the music, that's one side of me. When it comes to the podcast and I'm speaking and I'm inspiring, that's another side of me. You dig? There's so many different layers to my character. There's so many different layers to my personality. You dig? There's a duality in my personality. It's different sides of me. Depending on the day it is, depending on the mood I'm in, depending on what I'm wearing, depending on what time it is, you're going to get a different me. You're going to get a different LikquidCash. You dig? I'm never really one way. There's so many different layers to me, you dig? But the one thing that remains the same is my integrity, my morals, my honor, my principles, and things of that nature. But when it comes to my music and when it comes to what I'm creating on the podcast, these are different personalities. When I'm painting, you may see a different personality in my painting. You dig? Based on the things that I decide to paint. You dig? That's a different personality. I might paint some things that's more fun. You might get to see the fun side of my personality when I'm painting. You dig? You might see a different side of me when I'm creating music. When I'm creating music, you're going to get a different experience because I've experienced so much in my life. And the music is going to be a little bit harsher. You're going to see the dark side of my personality, the dark side of my creativity, because I've experienced a lot of dark shit in my life. You dig? And I've expressed that in the music. And the music allows me to do that freely. You dig? But when I get on the mic and I start to speak and I'm talking, there's a different personality as well, because when I'm on the mic, I'm only trying to inspire. Even though I'm trying to do the same thing with my music, I'm trying to inspire you as well. But I'm inspiring you from a different aspect, using a different medium, a different tool, basically. You dig? So that's what it is. When you're building a house, you're going to have to use different tools in order to build that house. You're not going to use a hammer to lay down your tiles. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to work. You dig? You're not going to use plaster to secure your roof. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. You're gonna build a house that's not gonna stand the test of time, right? So you have to use different tools to build this particular house that you're trying to, build, right? So in my house, I'm using different tools to create and to build my dream house. So in my dream house, you're gonna get the music side of me, right? You're gonna get the artist side of me where I'm painting and doing different things. And you're gonna get the gift of speech where I'm talking and I'm inspiring and I'm motivating with my words. You dig? So it's just all me at the end of the day. It's just different aspects of who I am. You know what I mean? And I don't think anybody should be one-sided. I don't think nobody in the world is one-sided. I think we all have different personalities, and different people bring out different conversations out of us. Depending on who you're talking to, you can talk about certain things and you can go there with certain people based on the person you're talking to. When I'm having a conversation with a female that's intellectual, she's gonna get a whole different side of me. When I'm having a conversation with a person that is may not be that intellectual or maybe ratchet and ghetto, then they're gonna get a whole different character. They're gonna get a whole different personality. You dig? Based on who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? So each and every one of us have different personalities within us, and based on the circumstances, the situation, the event, or the person, or the people that we're talking to, they'll see that side of your duality and your personality. You dig? So I hope that I broke it down for the person that was asking that question earlier, because somebody asked me that question and they wanted to figure out why my music so aggressive, and my music talks about this and my podcast talk about that. I gotta let you know, man, it's different parts of who I am. You dig? It's like life is not one way, right? There's so many different elements to life, right? So we're gonna experience it all. I try to experience all elements of life. So you're gonna have to experience all elements of me. And that's just what it is, you know what I mean? It's just how it goes. And when I'm writing my book, it's a whole different, element of who I am. All these are different elements of me, but it's all one, right? It's all one consciousness. Don't forget that. Yeah, the numbers in the chat, man. Y'all hit me up, man. All right. Shout out to Sway Back 0801 for that $20. Cheers. Tap in. Okay. All right. Monday, y'all. Okay. I might be able to buy the Brooklyn Bridge. All right. Okay. I might be able to buy the Brooklyn Bridge. They coming through with that money now. All right. Y'all ain't playing today. Y'all spending some bread today. Okay, they coming through with some paper. I might be able to buy the Brooklyn Bridge. What's happened? TikTok, what up? Somebody said, what is your name? Come on, you don't know my name? LikquidCash. I need it all out the stash. AKA the man, the myth, money making Mitch. Hide your bitch. Come on, man. You don't know my name, man. I'm one of the most influential person on the planet. How you don't know who I am, man? You don't know who I is? Come on, man. You been under a rock. I'm all over your timeline. I'm all over the place. Come on, man. It's the most handsome hustler. Shout out to Stack Bundles. It's the gorgeous gangster. Shout out to Far Rock. You dig? You dig? Shout out to Queens, New York City. Shout out to the Bahamas, The Rock, Freeport, Nassau, Bimini, Andros, Abaco. Shout out to the whole Caribbean islands. Shout out to Jamaica, Maypen, Kingston, Clarendon. You dig? Montego Bay. Yeah, Negril. Shout out all of that, man. The countryside. Know what I mean? Y'all know what it is, man. Big ups to my mom. She just, it was her birthday, February 28th. We celebrate her life. More fire for her. Yeah, more fire. Shout out to my moms. She passed away 2014. And we're gonna light the lighter for my moms, man. She passed away 2014. She was a gangster. I mean, she was a gangster, man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 1,000, man. My mom was yeah. You feel me? She was outside before outside was a thing. She was outside, man. You dig? And we have a love and I wouldn't say a love and hate relationship, because I never hated my mom, not one bit. Even though she wasn't there, it was all good. I still had that love for her and that connection for her. You know, my life story was a little different. You know how they have it in America? They say, you know, the fathers always leave and they never stick around. Well, that was the opposite for me. My mother left. My mother didn't stick around. You dig? My father actually stayed and raised all the kids. My mother's the one who left. But that's a whole nother story. We just gonna celebrate her life, you dig? She was a gangster. She did what she wanted to do, how she wanted to do it, when she wanted to do it. And I salute her for that, because at the end of the day, you only got one life to live, and you gotta live it your way. It don't matter what's going on. You have to live it your way. You know how people say, well, it's good for the father to be there, or it was good for the mother to be there. Yeah, that's good. It's cool. But let me tell you this, man. It's already written in stone. Who you gonna be and what you gonna be in life is already written in stone. I don't care if your mother's there. I don't care if your father's there. I don't care if your mother left. And I don't care if your father left. Whoever you gonna be in life is already written in stone, and no one can change that. No one on this planet can change that. The only person that has an inkling of an opportunity to change that is you. That's it. Nobody else have an opportunity to change that. Who you gonna be in life is already written in stone. Trust me. Look at me. Look how I turned out. Look how I turned out. If you ask anybody that grew up at the time I grew up, listen, they would have told you. They thought I would have had kids. They thought I would have been dead already. They would have never seen me being an author, being an artist, being a creative, being a speaker. They could have never envisioned that for me. Never. You dig? How I turned out and who I turned out to be, nobody could have predicted that, because all the cards were stacked against me to fail. All of the cards. Every obstacle, every trial, every tribulation that you could expect somebody to go through in life, been there, done that. Twice over. I done almost lost my life many times over. You dig? And I'm still here. My mother wasn't in my life. I didn't use that as an excuse. My father wasn't as supportive as I needed him to be. I didn't use that as an excuse. I didn't go to college. I didn't use that as an excuse. I didn't stick around to get my high school diploma when I graduated. I didn't use that as an excuse. I didn't have a documentation that I needed to come to this country legally after being here, staying over my time. I didn't use that as an excuse. It was already written in stone who I was going to be. That's why the devil was working so hard when I was younger to try to stop me at an early stage in my life. He was trying to stop me at an early stage in my life, because he said, man, this nigga gonna be great. This nigga's gonna be great. He's gonna change. He's gonna spark the mind of the person that could potentially change the world. He's gonna spark that person's mind. So let's stop him now early. Let's put all these roadblocks in front of him. Let's try to intercept him now before he gets too big for his bridges. And that's what the devil was trying to do, but he couldn't stop me because it was already written in stone. God already laid out the blueprint for me. So it don't matter if you ain't have a mother or father, nobody in your life, nobody to support you, nobody to hold your hand, nobody to comfort you when you're feeling low. It don't matter. None of that shit matters. The only person that can stop you from being great is you. The only person that can get in the way, the only person that can get in the way of your success is you. The only person that can interrupt your trajectory in life is you. It's already written in stone. You got greatness inside you. You got potential inside you. You got so many things that's waiting for you. All you got to do is move forward. All you got to do is keep going. All you got to do is never give up. That's all you got to do. It don't matter if you don't see the results you're looking for right away. Nothing happens right away. An overnight success story takes 20 to 30 years in the making, man. I'm going to say that again because I don't think y'all really heard that. I know y'all be listening too slow sometimes. An overnight success story takes 20 years to 30 years in the making. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter what you see out there on the screen that you may watch on your phone or on your TV. Nothing happens overnight. Everybody had to grind. And you can't cheat the grind. It's impossible. I tried over and over and over and over again. I try to cheat the grind. Trust me, and I'm a good cheater. I'm a great cheater. I tried to cheat the grind. And even I failed at trying to cheat the grind. And I had to realize it ain't no elevator on the way to success. You're gonna have to take the stairs. And it's all the way up. You dig? So if you tired, shit, I don't know what to say, nigga. Make sure you stay hydrated. You dig? But it's gonna be a journey. You better have a lot of endurance. That's one thing I got. I got a lot of endurance. You dig? Anyway, man, shout out to Hustle Mind for that $4.99. He said, any advice if your mental, spiritual, financial situation is messed up and you feel stuck and behind as a 25-year-old man? 25-year-old man. Come on, I got great advice for you, nigga. Come on. This whole episode is an advice for you, man. Watch this episode all over again. All right, let me give you some advice. If you're a 25-year-old man right now and you're dealing with life and life is kicking your ass, right? Because that's what life does. It kicks your ass. That's just what it is. But that's happening because it's strengthening you, right? If you're going through life and you're going through it mentally, spiritually, and financially, that's because it's building your character. Life is going to test you to see what you're made of. That's the only way you know if you're great. That's the only way if you know if you're evolving as a human being. That's how we grow, through adversities. You ever notice that we all get closer to God when we go through something tragic in our life? We all get spiritually aware when we going through hard times and tough times. We have to keep that same energy when we going through good times as well. You have to always be in remembrance. The Jews, they keep a mezuzah at the door. I don't know if you know what a mezuzah is. It's a little tiny scroll, and they put a prayer inside of the scroll, and they put it at each doorway in the household. And every time they pass it, it's to keep them in remembrance that God is near. So whatever you're going through in life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, you always got to remember that God is near. He's watching. He's watching. He's always there. He's always observing. So the key to life is just being a good person. My father used to say that all the time. In life, you just got to be a good person. I never really truly understood what he meant when he said it. I heard it, but I didn't really understand it. As I got older and I moved through life and I started to, evolve in my consciousness, I realized it's important to be a good person because your blessings is going to come from all the good deeds you did throughout the course of your life. See, I didn't understand that at a young age when he said that. Just be a good person. Just be a good person. When you see an old lady, trying to cross the street, help her out. When you see an old lady trying to go through a door, you open it up for her. You dig? When you see somebody, going through something and they ask you for a favor if you in a position to help, you help them out. Because all of these small good deeds that you do throughout the course of your life, it's going to circle back around. It's going to circle back around. The energy is never lost, it's just transferred. So that energy will circle back around to you, and good things will start to happen for you throughout the course of your life. If bad things are happening to you, it's because you're lowering your vibration, right? Your vibration is lowered because of the circumstances and the situation that you've been going through. And you might have done some things throughout your life that wasn't good. You might have done some things that wasn't so nice. Like I said, the energy always circles back around. And it comes in subtle ways. So you can't escape the energy. So that's why it's important to just be a good person. Just be a good person. When somebody offers you something or gives you something, say thank you. When somebody, when you do something for someone and they say thank you, you say you're welcome, right? All these small, subtle gestures of kindness helps you throughout the course of your life. That's why it's very important to be a good person and to sow good deeds. You are a sum total of your thoughts and deeds. I'm gonna say that again because I know y'all be listening too slow. You are a sum total of your thoughts and your deeds. If you're thinking positive and you sow good deeds, only positive things are going to happen to you throughout your life. There'll be some negative because throughout the course of your beginning stages of your life, you did some negative things. So those things will circle back around. But the more good deeds you do, the more good plants you sow, the more good seeds you sow, the more good things are going to start to overshadow the negative. So when you have negative things in your life or happens in your life, they wouldn't seem that big. You wouldn't even care because so much good things are happening in your life. So many good blessings are being returned to you. So the small things, it's just annoying, but they really don't bother you because you got so much good that's happening all around you. So that's why it's important to be a good person. When somebody do wrong to you, you don't let them get you out of character. You do something back negative to them, because when you do that, all you're doing is hurting yourself, because the energy will come back around. It's never lost. It's just transferred from one person to the next. So you have to be mindful of what you're doing. There's going to be suckers throughout the course of your life that try to throw you off your game. I can tell you this because it happened to me throughout the course of my life. There were suckers trying to throw me off of my game throughout the course of my whole life. But I never let a sucker take me out of my character and make me do some sucker shit. You dig? I still stand 10 toes down and stand firm like a man and maneuver and move through life like a man. I had best friends did sucker shit and stabbed me behind my back, man. You dig? Niggas I took care of. Niggas I took care of their lady. You dig? I had best friends of mine live in my house when he was on hard times with his girl in my house. You dig? He turned around and stabbed me in the back, but I said, you know what? Just because he's a sucker, it's not gonna make me come out of my body and do some sucker ass shit, because I loved him like a brother. My house was his house. My casa was su casa. Never knew that he would turn around and stab me in the back and end up doing some foul ass shit years later. I didn't know that was gonna happen, but you know what? It just let me know who he was. So on this trajectory of my life, he can't take this ride with me. Some people are going to fall off. Life is like an elevator. Sometimes you're going to, you know what I mean? You have to let some people off. Know what I mean? I'm going to say that again, man. Life is like an elevator. On the way up, sometimes you have to let some people off, man. You dig? And he was one of those friends I had to let off the elevator because I'm going all the way up. It's the penthouse suite, you dig? Yeah, this is the penthouse suite and you can't come. You're not invited. Only real niggas with integrity is invited. You dig? Only real niggas that stay silent in situations where opportunities try to make them fold, they stand firm and stay solid. They the only ones that invited to this motherfucking penthouse suite, you dig? Only real women that took accountability for their mistakes and did the things that they needed to do to make it right. They the only ones that's invited up here on this penthouse suite, you dig? Or in this penthouse suite, you dig? They the only ones invited. The women who took accountability for the mistakes they made, or the women who remained solid when all the odds was trying to, you know what I mean, work against them and make them do things that goes against the grain, that goes against the order, that goes against my do's and don'ts. You dig? Because life is going to test you. I'm going to give you the do's and don'ts, and life is going to test you. You dig? And if you stand firm and you remain solid, then you can take this ride with me all the way up to the top. I ain't gonna never leave you behind, because I always honor the people that honor me. I ain't gonna never leave you behind, you dig? But all you gotta do is stay solid when you're tested. And you will be tested. That's just what it is. It's a given. That's life. You will be tested, you dig? My homeboy might try to holler at you behind my back. You might go to a club and a nigga buy you a drink and you might wanna, you know what I mean? Do something, but you don't, because you stand firm and you hold it down. Even though your mind might say one thing, you don't let that mind confuse you. You let your body stay firm and don't let the enemy move you. You dig? Yeah. You're going to get tested. Your mind is going to go somewhere and your mind is going to play tricks on you, but you got to stand firm. And if you stand firm, you can take this ride with me all the way to the top. I ain't going to never let you drop. You dig? Most definitely. So yeah, man, on your course of action through life, get closer to God. On your course of acting through life, understand when you do get some money and some money start to circulate in your hand, do the right thing with the paper. Reinvest it into things you want to do. Don't splurge your money into dumb shit or do dumb shit because you trying to keep up with the Joneses, you dig? When you going through it mentally, write down all the thoughts in your mind. Get it all out of your mind. It don't matter if it sound crazy. It don't matter if you saying some crazy shit. It don't matter if you writing some crazy shit. Write it all out. Put it all on a piece of paper and let it go. Give your burdens to the Lord and leave it there. You dig? That's $1 billion worth of game, nigga. And you only paid me $4.99 for it. You welcome. Cheers. Hey, listen, man. I love chopping it up with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. You dig? TikTok, what up? I gave y'all a number to call in. Y'all ain't call in, so it's all good. Y'all don't want to talk to your boy today. Okay. It's okay. Y'all don't want to talk to your boy today. It's okay. It's all love. It's all love. Y'all know I dropped that EP called Pirate City, right? This episode is called $1 in a Dream. That's all I had was $1 in a dream. Nothing else in between, just $1 in a dream. You know I dropped that record called Pirate City, right? Yeah, I'm gonna play one of the songs off of Pirate City called Get Rich or Get Deported. Let this be your theme song. Alright? When you feeling down spiritually, mentally, and financially, and you in a fucked up situation, you trying to get unstuck or get out of your situation, let this be your theme song. You dig? Let this motivate you. Let this motivate you. Yeah. If anything gonna motivate you, let this motivate you. Yeah. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's Music Mondays. Niggas can't fuck with me, man. So all I had was $1 in a dream. I'ma get rich or I'ma get deported. Riding cross country, my Ford Taurus. With 2 hoes and they both foreign. These trick niggas about to get it started. Niggas ain't in my category. I'll open shop in any territory. Got a white bitch, she gon' sell it for me. Work the hoe like a slave master. If the price right, it's gon' sell faster. My game tight, I'm a soul snatcher. No coming back, that's a close chat. Niggas simple-minded like Dr. Seuss. Start the beef when it stop with truce. Keep it tucked in my bubble goose. It was tight till I fucked it loose. 40 nigga and you still broke, nigga. I ain't trying to hear your excuse. Break bread or play dead. If you ain't doing that, then what's the use? Ride big trucks and put the birds in the coop. Never thought she fell in love again till I pull up on her in a a color in.
Big body call a green goblin. This
More fire.
Pussy thriving. This boss life and we straight mobbing. We got the ball and we ain't dodging. No smoke when that gun blow. These niggas fall like Geronimo. Play these hoes like domino. Once I bust a nut, then it's time to go.
I ain't got time to lay up in your bed eating dry toast and scrambled eggs.
Why you talk about what these niggas said?
Fuck the small talk, bitch, get the bread.
It's a cold red when your mean bitch start acting like she the side bitch.
Never mind, that's another story you square niggas can't vibe with. I'ma get rich or I'ma get deported. Not for tourists, and they both foreign. About to get extorted. Niggas ain't in my category. I'll open shop in any territory. Got a white
ground like Gordy, got a white bitch.
She's selling for me, let's go. Hey man, $2 in a dream. It's Music Mondays. Every Monday, we gonna go live. We gonna talk about money. We gonna talk about music. We gonna talk about life. Alright? Y'all know what it is, man. Yeah. Y'all know what it is. What's poppin' TikTok? How y'all doing over there, man? Y'all vibing, y'all enjoying the content. Y'all loving what y'all seeing. Y'all loving what y'all hearing. Huh? That's Get Rich or Get Deported. Off of my latest EP, three songs EP called Pirate City. And one of my lines in the song, I said, my main chick acting like my side chick. Never mind, that's another story you square niggas can't vibe with. My main chick acting like my side chick. What you know about that, man? What you know about when your main chick acting like your side chick, man? Feel me? Like you the main chick. You my main joint, man. You my main joint. You dig? I tell you what it is, man. You get everything. You know what I mean? You get treated like a princess. You get treated right. I treat you like a queen. You know what I mean? You got the bust down Cartier on your wrist. You know what I mean? You driving a $100,000 whip, Benzes and shit. Come on, man. You living on a golf course. You know what I mean? You my main joint. You got Chanel bags that cost up damn near $20,000, $15,000. You the main joint. You getting treated like, you know what I mean? And you acting like you the side joint. You acting like you don't appreciate what I'm doing. You acting like you don't appreciate how this is moving. All the side chick get is hard dick and bubble gum. You acting like I'm giving you hard dick and bubble gum. I'm giving you hard dick and all the other shit that comes in between. You dig? Trips here, trips there, expensive bags, expensive lifestyle. You know what I mean? You're living good, your car wrapped, you got 20-inch wheels on your motherfucking whip, you're riding clean, you dig? You bust down on the wrist. Come on, man. If you don't appreciate that, man, God give it, God take it away, man. You know what I mean? I know some of you real niggas, y'all deal with it. Y'all deal with it. I ain't the only one that dealt with shit like that, man. Where your main joint that you take care of, that you treat right, that you do everything for, she don't appreciate your efforts. She don't appreciate all the things you doing. She thinks she can find better, but you know what? Let the bitch fly, man. Let the bird fly. Go out there and see if you can find better. Go out there and spread your wings. See if you can find better. And when you come back, you better believe you ain't gonna be on the same pedestal you left. You know what I mean? Yeah, because once you come back, you're demoted. Yeah, you're demoted. We putting you back down to grade 1 level. Yeah, you was all the way. I mean, you had your doctorate, you had your PhD, you had your master's. But once you leave and you try to come back, you're being demoted. You're starting off from ground zero. You dig? Yeah, you starting off from ground zero. We not putting you back on the same pedestal you was on before because you switched up. You didn't keep it solid. You dig? You thought you was bigger than the program. You got a little bit too big for your bridges. You gotta maintain your level of awareness and understand when you got it good. You gotta always be aware when you got it good. Sometimes the grass is not green on the other side. Sometimes the grass is burnt, nigga. Sometimes there ain't no grass on the other side. You dig? That wasn't real grass. That was the grass that we put on the balcony. It wasn't real. It looked like it was real. And then you went over there and you realized this nigga ain't playing with a full deck. This nigga got the motherfucking grass that you put on the balcony. That's not real. See, you had the grass that was on the lawn. You had the grass that we had to cut every 2 weeks or every month. We had to send the landscapers to cut. You switched teams and went to someone else, and you realized the grass over there was fake. Sometimes the grass is not green on the other side. Sometimes there ain't no grass on the other side, baby. You just got bamboozled. Should have kept it solid. Should have ride this one all the way out. You feel me? Yeah, but it's all good though. You know what I mean? We ain't judging. You ain't on trial. It happens to the best of them. It happens to the best of them. The best thing you could do is take accountability and try to move forward and do the right things and don't make the same mistake twice. That's the best you can do. But other than that, you drop the ball. It's one shot at life, baby. Don't drop the ball. Anyway, man, I enjoy chopping it up with y'all, man. I ain't even gonna front. I enjoy chopping it up with y'all, man. I have a good time every time I go live with y'all. I'm gonna try to go live a little bit more often. Y'all know how I do, man. I'm living my life, man. Sometimes I go live on time, sometimes I don't, man. I do it when I feel like. So when I hit you with a notification and I go live, you better join, because you never know when I'm gonna go live again, man. You dig? Enjoy this shit while it lasts, man. I'm not gonna be here forever. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be doing this forever. You dig? Even though this is what I would like to be doing, but who knows, right? God is in control of it all. Like I told y'all, you dig? When you think you in control, that's when God smacks you upside the head and lets you know, nigga, I'm in control of this motherfucker, you dig? And any minute I give you something, I can take it away anytime I feel like. So always, always be humble and give glory to God. On that note, y'all know what it is. It's yours truly, LikquidCash. Hey, listen. Tell everybody in the world that you know LikquidCash got a podcast. And don't forget this. If you don't remember nothing else I said today, don't forget this. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Cheers.
Yeah. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean. Niggas can't fuck with me, man.
That boy.
It's LikquidCash, I need it all out the stash.
I'ma get rich or I'ma get deported. Riding cross country, my Ford Taurus with 2 hoes and they both foreign. These trick niggas about to get extorted.